Let's try to piece this together. So it looks like one short film is going to be taking place in Australia, assuming these are Muttaburrasaurus. So God, I'm gonna have to do some research on like what kind of plesiosaurs were found in this area. I'm curious. Like it looks like it's another short film based like in an Arctic environment. So I don't know if this is pulling from Walking with Dinosaurs, because if you remember, there was that Leelinosaura episode.
Yeah.
This
I love its eyes.
Yeah.
Its eyes like remind me of goats.
Oh yeah, like that's that's a very common thing to do with herbivores. Just give them like goat eyes. Yeah, it looks like we're going to be taking a trip to Australia. We have some sort of plesiosaur. Again, the name mistakes me, but look at this. Look at the like the graphics and the animation, like the art style. It's definitely improved upon.
Oh, yeah. I mean, when was the last one? The last one came out, or Volume 1 came out in...
Okay, so the first short film released in 2022, I believe it was. And the last one, The Last Tyrant, released in 2023, I think. I have to look back. Yeah, look at that. It looks like a big lizard or snake.
Loving it. Like, I really love how he's done colors.
Oh yeah, it's very... It's an artistic choice, but it's gorgeous.
Yeah.
Even if it is like
so
monochrome.
gorgeous.
Even if it is monochrome, grayish blue.
Yeah.
And then we got the Megalosaurus family. Because I'm pretty sure he confirmed these were Megalosaurus. Which is, if you didn't know, was the very first dinosaur to ever be named. It got a name even before the word dinosaur existed.
It's pretty cool.
And we also got a frog of some sort. But what's fascinating are the baby Megalosaurus, which seem to be feathered, which I don't think we've ever seen before. Honestly, Megalosaurus, despite like its historical significance, is very underrepresented. I've only seen it twice in media. Well, 3 if you count the game. We got Jurassic World Evolution 2, where it was one of the creatures you could have in the game. There was also Dinosaur King. And then the third time was in a dinosaur documentary. I think it was called Dinosaurs of England or Europe's Dinosaurs or something like that. But again, you would think a dinosaur that would have so much like historical like relevance, like that was very important to dinosaurs and paleontology as a whole, wouldn't be so underrepresented.
Yeah.
And then we have this sauropodomorph here. This looks like it's going to take place in the same film as the Salitosaurus and Dilophosaurus.
Yeah.
So I'm going to go ahead, hazard a guess, and say this is Sarasaurus, which is a sauropodomorph from the early Jurassic period that lived alongside Dilophosaurus. I really like the color, the color palette here, like the purple night sky and like the deep blues of the dark. It's a beautiful choice of colors. Beautiful choice of colors. And then we are blessed with this Ankylosaur. I don't know what genus this could be. It could be Tarchia, because these look like Homalocephalae, but it could be wrong. But look at that. You can see like the osteoderms and all the like little scales on his arms. Oh my lord, it's gorgeous.
Yes. It's so detailed. I love it.
Oh yeah, it's very beautiful. And then we have a reveal of what I'm assuming are Deinonychus, because like if you look at the skull shape, it like I don't really know any other dromaeosaur that looks like that. That kind of looks like Deinonychus. There seems to be a lot of focus on like nests or parenting and things like that with these dinosaurs, because like you see a lot of them with their young or like eggs. I have no idea what the hell these things are, but it's clearly the same episode as the Megalosaurus and whatever else, because that's the Cetiosaurus that was teased. So this is definitely still Jurassic Europe. I can't tell what these ornithopods are. Again, I'll have to do some research.
So, editing me, I consulted with Mooney, and it turns out these are actually Sauroposeidon, and the ornithopods are the Tenontosaurus, I'm assuming because they're from the same formation. Or relatively the same place, at least from my recollection. It's just that they're differently colored than the one we see later. So yeah, this isn't Jurassic Europe. This is in fact Cretaceous North America.
But again, look at that detailing. And I'm so glad that we're getting more sauropods in the Dinosauria series, because we only had one, the Alamosaurus.
Yeah.
Again, we have this night shot of like the Salitosaurus. These are very beautifully done. And also, it's another dinosaur that I think is underrepresented. Or is it? This might be Scutellosaurus, actually, because Salitosaurus is European. Dilophosaurus is American. I'm pretty sure this is Scutellosaurus all of a sudden. I'm like, oh god, I'm second-guessing myself. Oh no! Oh yeah. Oh yeah. After looking up an image and seeing where it's found, yeah, this is 100% Scutellosaurus. Salitosaurus is European. I like that this detail like they're playing tug of war with a stick.
A magic stick.
Yes, the magic stick of myth and legend. We got one here sniffing some sort of snail. I don't really know if there were snails during the time of dinosaurs.
I mean, I feel like it'd be hard to like well, no, the shells being preserved. That's about it.
They're invertebrates, yeah.
These are invertebrates, yeah.
Acrocanthosaurus, first time we're seeing this in the series. I think this one's half blind.
Yeah, because it's got like its eyes.
Like one eye looks like it's got film over it. And it's pretty scarred up too, like especially on the face. You know, I appreciate that Acrocanthosaurus is getting more and more recognition.
How's there?
Like, I feel like it was it was one of those that was underrepresented, but in recent years, it's starting to become more popular, and is genuinely one of my favorite Carcharodontosaurids now. And it looks like there's 3 of them, all going after a lone Sauroposeidon. I'm assuming that's what this is. I'm sure there might have been other giant sauropods from the American Southwest, but I'm almost certain this is meant to be Sauroposeidon.
Do you think the middle one is the blind? Like the middle one is the leader?
Maybe.
And that's the blind one?
Also, I just noticed, if you look at these two, they have, like, socks, in air quotes, on their feet. This one only has one. The other one's totally blank.
One sock on.
Either that's an animated error, or it's individuality between the 3. But this is interesting. Look at this. Look at this. He's actually incorporated, like, inflating sacs on the Sauroposeidon's head, and if you look very carefully, you can actually see...
Expand?
Not that they just expand. Like, look, they change color. Look at that.
Oh.
They turn, like, they blush a little bit. Honestly, with this particular still, it kind of looks rather suggestive.
Yeah, it does.
That just shows that the other acro must be half blind, because look at that one's eye. It actually has a pupil.
It's not as... Yeah.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Missing an arm?
Yeah, is it missing an arm?
It's missing an arm.
What the fuck?
Damn.
This guy's seen the wars. This poor Acrocanthosaurus.
He's been through some shit.
Shoot, the T-Rex from the first volume of these films was less battle scarred than this. We have...
Yeah.
I wonder... This has to be the classic dino battle, right? Like, from the fossil.
Oh, it has to be.
It has to be that icon... Like, I'm shocked that this hasn't been made into a short film already. A what-if scenario of how... This is how a Velociraptor and Protoceratops were preserved. Like, this is like the explanation of how these two ended up dying together.
Yes.
That would be really cool. Because, like, it's a very popular depiction of these two dinosaurs, because it's the actual fossil proof we have that 2 dinosaurs fought. I'm curious if he is going to make it like the raptor is hunting the Protoceratops, or the raptor was minding its own business, and this time the herbivore is the aggressor.
I think that would be a fun kind of, like, spice it up change.
Yeah.
Like, oh, usually you would think it would be the carnivore that's...
Yeah, but normally herbivores are more aggressive than carnivores.
Yeah.
And also, look at the tail quills that he incorporated on there. That's really nice. We can see even further proof that this is meant to be the fighting dinosaurs, because it's got the raptor's wing in its beak. Ah, there they are. There's the beauties. The Dilophosaurus. And the colors look phenomenal. Look at that. Interesting that he chose to make the crests like a bright orange, rather than like keep it all monochrome blue.
I don't know. I think it's nice because it kind of makes them stand out better.
And it looks
the mushrooms in the back.
And it looks like this one is freshly made to kill because there's blood around its mouth. I wonder if it's killed either the Cerosaurus or the Scutellosaurus. And this one here is pulling a Path of Titans and is contesting for the corpse. Also, they look blind. Again, they're blind. Yeah. They look blind, but I don't think it's because they're blind. I think what he's doing here is he's replicating like that shine that animals often get with night vision. Like if you flash a night vision camera at an animal's eye, it will like shine. So I'm wondering if that's what he's doing here.
Also, are the crests look kind of fuzzy? I
don't think they're fuzzy. I think they're all rigid. Like those are like spikes.
Okay.
Because if you look at the texture of the crests here, and then the texture of the feathering on the back, it's night and day. Like these are like short and like
these are short, kind of
and packed, whereas these are sharp and almost brittle looking. So these could be feathers, but they could also be like very sharp points in the crest. Honestly, this is kind of up there with one of my favorite depictions of Dilo, right next to Prehistoric Kingdoms. And then we get this herd of some sort of iguanodon. I don't think it's iguanodon proper because this looks like the Megalosaur episode, and iguanodon wasn't alive during the time of Megalosaurus. However, I think it's going to be in a short film that like shows us like the first dinosaurs ever named. So Megalosaurus was the first ever dinosaur to receive a name, but the first herbivorous dinosaur to ever get a name was this one, Iguanodon.
Yeah.
So maybe the short film will cover, you know, dinosaurs that were originally described. Who knows?
Like,
we might
like
see. We might see.
The most famous ones.
Yeah, well, not the famous ones, but like the dinosaurs that kind of got the ball rolling on you know their study. We might see what was that European ankylosaur? I forgot what it was. It started with an H. Fuck. Obviously, I'll look it up. But there's also individuality here because you got one that has like an eye stripe, and then this one that doesn't. Whether it's a female, a juvenile morph, or individual variation. And then we have some sort of pliosaur. It's too early for me to tell what this thing could be. Maybe. Oh wait, no. That looks like the plesiosaur we saw at the start of the trailer.
Yeah.
So again, it's another species. Wait a minute. I'm gonna hazard a guess. Editing me will obviously correct me. This looks like it could be Kronosaurus, because Kronosaurus is a pliosaur that is known from Australia. I just don't know if it lived around the time as Muttaburrasaurus. If it is, then this is a dead ringer for it. But it looks like we got two of them fighting. Maybe he's gonna like recreate that scene from Walking with Dinosaurs with the two Liopleurodon fighting. And then we have Cetiosaurus, which is actually the first sauropod to ever get a name. So again, I think this further supports the idea of this short film that we're going to see that features these guys are going to show us, you know, the dinosaurs that were first named. And also the inflating sacks on the face. Yeah. Once again, I'm glad that like he's like appropriately adding like speculative inflating sacks on the face instead of on the neck like Prehistoric Planet. Don't get me wrong, I like that, but it's just speculation. Whereas, you know, you have an actual like air pockets in the face of a sauropod. There's giant holes in their skulls, so it makes sense for them to have like air sacs on their face. And this is exciting here. We have the three acros chasing the Sauroposeidon, and I actually heard this from a paleontologist, a guy by the name of Ethan Harvey, from a video he did with Clint's Reptiles. Apparently, there is a fossil trackway of a sauropod being chased by an Acrocanthosaurus. And what's interesting is that at some point, the Acrocanthosaurus footprints stop and then come back, as if it jumped.
Oh.
So I'm curious if this scene is going to reference that moment when an Acrocanthosaurus leaped onto a Sauroposeidon. The blind one looks like it's taking a backseat because these two have both their arms and don't have any scars on them.
I can see the blind, like those two are like holding it down, and the blind one jumps on top.
Yeah,
that would be the one that
would finish it.
Does the jumping attack?
Yep.
Yeah.
Then we get one last shot of the Megalosaurus, again looking very swell. I really love this design.
Kind of reminds me of like a leopard, snow leopard
with the spots.
The spots, yeah.
Yeah, that's really good. Honestly, I can't wait for the first short film to drop. It's going to be awesome. Yeah, but yeah, this is what we've been waiting for so long. I can't tell you how excited I am. This kind of put my channel on the map for the most part. Like, one of my top 5 most viewed videos is The Last Tyrant. Last year, there was a drought of dinosaur content. We got Chaos Theory 1 and 2, but outside of that, there was really nothing. There were no short films, there were no documentaries or films coming out. It was a dinosaur drought. So it's nice to see that 2025 is going to be the year of the dinosaur. We're getting Jurassic World Rebirth, Chaos Series Seasons 3 and 4. We're getting Primitive War this year. We're also getting Walking with Dinosaurs Part 2.
Yes. I'm super excited for that.
Not to mention a plethora of dinosaur games like Deathground, Kyoryu, potentially, Instinction. All these games and shows and movies that are coming out. This is definitely going to be a good year for dinosaur fans. So I hope you guys are ready for that. But yeah, I'm genuinely excited about this. Yeah, that's gonna have to be it, really. Thank you, Jurassic, once again for tuning into this. I'm looking forward to these films. I'm looking forward to reacting to these films again. It's been too long.
Yeah. Yes.
So yeah, this is gonna have to do it. So if you enjoyed this reaction and breakdown, obviously, Leave a like, subscribe today, hit that notification bell so you don't miss anything new. All my links are in the link tree in the description down below, as well as Jurassic Master's YouTube and Twitch, where he does Minecraft dinosaurs and often gets into shenanigans with me on Path of Titans.
Yeah.
So yeah, all those are going to be in the description down below. And until next time, this is Tyrann Senpai and Jurassic Master signing off. Alrighty then. Take care now. Bye-bye then.